Hello, my name is Matt Lewin. I'm here today to talk to you about biosystem engineering, which will be my academic major whenever I transfer into Clemson University. I decided that when my first associate's degree didn't really work out too well for me, so I decided to come to Southern Wesleyan to pursue another degree in a science degree to get into pre-engineering degree so I can go into Clemson and become a biosystem engineer. Biosystem engineering is a roughly new term. It's especially starting to take advantage of early here lately. A lot of people have starting to think, okay, what do we do? What kind of impact are we leaving on the world? 90% of people don't think about it until you see something major happen. Just recently, we saw the tornadoes go through more Oklahoma and just destroy so much stuff. Because so much stuff got destroyed and was taken out, people started wondering, okay, why did that happen? Well, a lot of people are contributing it to global warming. The atmosphere is changing, the world itself is changing, which is causing a lot more devastation when it comes to aspects of that. Biosystem engineering, as it is based off of trying to fix those issues. Biosystem engineers want to find ways to get cleaner energy. They want to find ways to reduce our carbon footprints on the world. So the way that they try doing about that is you go your my degree will be researching ways to prevent that, ways to bring down our carbon footprints, ways to get rid of the carbon dioxide, put more oxygen in there, ways to reduce what we leave every day we drive around, walk around, do everything we do. We want to try to make it better. We want to leave it better than it was. So that is what my degree will be, which is something that I'm very interested in, something I've always been interested in, and I'm hoping that I can get this degree and do better for the world. I want to make a better life for my kids and my grandkids. I also want to be able to make the amount of money and stuff where I can actually support my family without having to live paycheck to paycheck. And with this degree, I'll be able to do that. And as long as I can find a job, which the way the economy is going and the way everything is going to be a lot easier this way. The goals as a whole for this company is we want better fuel. The idea of being a biosystem engineer is you try to find better ways of fuel. Burning oil and burning gas is just terrible. The price of oil goes up, the price of gas goes up. So I remember when gas was $1, and I'm only 22 years old. I still remember it was $1, so now it's $3. So it's a big impact. It increases better. It's something that's gradually changing, and I don't want to be 80 years old when my grandkids having to pay $8 a gallon of gas. So being a biosystem engineer, you would be able to come in there and we'd find better fuels like ethanol, corn, making ethanol out of it and stuff. And so that's what we're trying to push into. I want to be able to be a part of that. I want to find better fuels. Another thing that they're better in is they want to increase power. We run off of huge amounts of powers now. Power plants, nuclear power plants, any kind of plant is running off a substantial amount of power. They're putting numerous amounts of smogs and fossil fuels and carbon dioxide and everything is just being poured into the air. If we can find cleaner energy like solar power, wind power, hydropower, any of those things, if we can revamp that, make it better, push it in there, being a biosystem engineer, that's something that you can do with that degree. It's one reason why I'm heading into it. I said, honestly, I believe looking into it, if we could find a way to put hydrogen power in cars, run it off of water, there's an endless supply of water. The majority of the world is made out of water. Wind. Wind is always out there. The sun is always out every day. If we could find ways to convert those things into planes, trains, buses, cars, bikes, any of that stuff, it'll just destroy the amount of carbon footprints that we live on the world. And this degree will be great for it. That's something I'm very passionate about. I'm also very passionate about the medical part of it. A lot of people don't realize it until I actually started researching the degree. When I thought about it and decided I wanted to do it, I found out that biosystem engineers try to find ways to redo pharmaceutical drugs. They want to push out cleaner drugs. They want drugs that are not going to be, one, harmful to the environment. Some drugs take a lot of stuff to make, which is a lot of produces a lot of waste, which in turn actually does hurt the environment. The more waste we have, the worse the environment gets. The new thing that they're trying to do now is they want to make cleaner pills, cleaner drugs, cleaner this because they want to reduce the amount of waste that comes out of them. Hospitals throw away so much of it. One statistic shows that hospitals over a span of a year throw about 13 million different types of pharmaceutical drugs, bottles, any of that stuff. They throw it out constantly, and it just sits in landfills and everything else, and just gets worse and worse and worse as time goes on. Now, doing with biosystem engineers, they're trying to find ways to make biodegradable plastic, biodegradable containers, biodegradable everything. They want everything to be not be there for 50 years. They want it to be there for 5 or less than that. So this is something that I would love to do. So I want to get into it. And I said with my fiance being a pharmacy technician, I'm sure she would be happy with it because I've learned from some stuff about what she has to go through, the amount of bottles they throw away and stuff like that. And the good news is she has seen it. A lot of those bottles are starting to become recycled now, which is good. If we can recycle it, we can reuse it and reuse it and reuse it. But we also want to be to where when you get to that point after you can't recycle it no more, what does it do? It just sits there. So they want to be able to push it in there. It's a good thing about biosystem engineering. Another good thing that's coming out of it is you have interesting people who are in it. I have talked to some of the professors at Clemson University about this degree and stuff because that's where I want to go whenever I graduate from Southern Wesleyan. I want to move into Clemson University and get my degree there. One of the professors there is Dr. Brian Mike. Brian Mike is a very good biosystem engineer. He and his students are actually working on producing algae. Clemson University has an algae field that they produce algae. They let water sit. They produce algae. They microscopically look at it and everything. They want to find ways to make that algae eat away at oil, eat away at carbon footprints that we live and everywhere. The way they see it is okay, we pollute our waters. Oil spills happen. Oil spills cause so much damage. They affect not only the wildlife, they affect people, they affect jobs, they even affect the actual environment we live in. It destroys beaches, it destroys the water, it destroys everything, which is such a huge impact in it. The good thing is his research that he wants to push into it, which I found fascinating, is he wants to be able to take the algae and let the algae actually eat the oil for us. So not only will we be able to suck the oil out and stuff like that, but we can actually let algae and control the algae. The algae that he's trying to produce will actually in turn eat the oil away and make it better. Get rid of it faster, be a lot cleaner. Algae constantly reproduces itself. It dies off, it reproduces, dies off, reproduces, which is an amazing thing that I didn't realize about it until I actually started looking into it with him and other people. Another great guy that I had found out about is a gentleman named by Brian Roger. He is actually also a professor who graduated from the University of Mississippi State. He actually works in Mississippi through a company that is actually developing wind power. I met him one time at a conference that we went to. He is actually trying to find ways to make wind power turbines that sit on top of hotel buildings that will actually take the amount of power that you have to take and drastically cut it, going from about 90% of the power that you have to use, cutting you down to about 40% of the power, which is amazing because doing that lowers your power bills at the hotels. It makes it cheaper rates for the people. You don't have to jack up the rates. You pay your employees better, and then not only that, it will actually be very beneficial, especially if you're sitting on coastlines where the winds are always going. It would be an amazing thing to have. That's a little bit about what degree I want to go into. I'm very passionate about biosystem engineering. I think it's the new wave of the future. I think with the way the world is turning into now, with so many natural disasters that we have, with the impact that we're losing money on fossil fuels, we're losing money with plants. I think if we could find ways to get to cleaner energy, not only would it be better for our health, it'd be better for our kids' health, our grandkids' health, our great grandkids. It'd be amazing for their health. It'd be beneficial because not only if we can find ways to do this stuff, it'll create jobs. It'll increase the government ability to actually produce jobs for people and will boost the economy. So hopefully this will pique your interest a little bit about biosystem engineering. It's a great thing that I'm looking forward to pursuing. I'm hoping I can get a great degree out of it, a great job out of it, and actually make a difference in the world. Thank you.